Christy, just how serious are these charges Meadows facing?
They're very serious. He's charged with committing fraud, with forgery, with conspiracy. And in looking at the indictment, it's 58 pages. Mark Meadows is really the nerve center of all of this. You have a pressure campaign on the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, and all of the text messages about that pressure campaign are going back to Mark Meadows. The same with the fake elector scheme. All of the text messages from various co-conspirators all reporting back to Mark Meadows about their progress, about how this scheme would work. And you've got Mark Meadows saying, I love it. And right before in the indictment, all of that is laid out. There is a very clear statement that Mark Meadows knew that Donald Trump lost this election and still wanted to bring it home for Donald Trump because Donald Trump still wanted to fight it. So it's a powerful indictment, and he should be worried about these charges.
And as Vaughn mentioned, he is facing charges in multiple venues, not just Arizona, but he's a co-defendant in the Georgia case as well. Meantime, a D.C. court yesterday ordered former Trump aide Steve Bannon to report to prison on July 1st after he was convicted of contempt of Congress, of course. Bannon said he's going to challenge this all the way to the Supreme Court, Christy. But do you think he'll be able to stay out of prison?
No. He's going to prison on July 1st. So the D.C. Circuit opinion, it's 20 pages. It's very detailed, and it's very strong in terms of both the law and the facts. So I don't see the entire D.C. Circuit getting involved in this, nor do I see the Supreme Court taking this up. As a legal matter, all they had to show was that he intentionally and deliberately ignored a subpoena. And so Steve Bannon's attempts to say, well, I relied on a lawyer, that's not available under this statute. And there's very clear law to that effect. And the D.C. Circuit says we're not going to set aside that law because you want us to. And even on the facts, his statements that, well, Donald Trump said and authorized me not to comply with the subpoena, the record suggests otherwise. And in any event, even if you had some privilege, you got to show up and assert that privilege and object, and then there's a legal process. He didn't do that. He's going to jail.
Trump called it an American tragedy that Biden must report to prison. Your thoughts?
Well, it's an American tragedy that a former president has no respect for the law. This was a trial that happened 2 years ago in July of 2022. A jury found Steve Bannon to be guilty. A judge sentenced him to 4 months in prison. He's now had his appeals process. It's time for him to face the music.
You think about the allies of Trump who are now facing legal trouble. And Michael Cohen, obviously, he just testified in Donald Trump's hush money case. He's served his own time behind bars. He was on last week and said this.
So in 2018, you may remember when I testified before the House Oversight Committee, and it was live. I turned around and I looked at Mark Meadows and I said, I know what you're doing. I know the playbook that you're trying to run, because I wrote it. And look what's happening to me. In a few weeks, I'm going to prison. I strongly suggest you think before you keep acting the way that you are. And he didn't listen, and now look what happened now to Mark Meadows. The same thing.
So, Christy, now we're seeing the legal consequences to Mark Meadows, to Steve Bannon. What do you make of that prediction?
Well, he was right. I mean, look, I think it is so important that these lawsuits happen now because we could be seeing this yet again in November of 2024. So putting all of the enablers, all of the people who are going to help Donald Trump potentially again in 2024, having them be facing charges, maybe they will think twice. The point of these charges, I think, in large part, is deterrence, to stop people from just blatantly disregarding the law when it comes to the next election.
Christy Greenberg, as always, thank you so much.